Ravens chant I learned at a Ravens bar in San Francisco. 1, 2, 3, tuck you. This is Corey, and this is the Anthem podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
I like that one a lot.
That was interesting, yeah.
No, because like every single time Tucker did something,
right.
Field goal, touchback,
it
was just like one guy leading the charge. He's like 1, 2, 3, and the whole bar at the same time was like tuck you.
It's like those guys down on the field.
It's the perfect level of inappropriate yet funny.
Right.
If my dad was sitting there first laughing the first like 4 times they did it,
right.
and then getting in on the fun.
Right.
My dad's not usually the type to find
well, it's like those
explicit language that funny, but
the fans that aren't on the field but have the field side seats.
Yeah.
Who wear the gloves in the front of your section.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, it's not your job, but it's your job now.
Well, what I especially like about those guys, I was at a Ravens game. I don't know when, at some point, because I go to every game. And I sit right behind them.
Yeah.
However many rows
in
up.
front of them. Yeah. Well, they're in front of you, between you and the field.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're like directly in front. Like if I just look down the section,
yeah,
I see them. And somebody said, "Why is everybody off with the scoreboard?" Because the scoreboard does the thing where like a truck pulls chains.
Yeah. By the way,
move those
shameless
chains.
advertising, because it stops for a split second and says Ford F-150, and then it moves through. Like, you bastard!
Like it does the Matrix slowdown, like where it's like fast action and then it's
right.
Like,
Ford F-150. Move those chains.
I'm gonna have to get a picture of it for your video tomorrow.
Yeah.
When I go see the Ravens hopefully beat the Jaguars, please, for the love of God. Please, for the love of God, don't lose to the Jaguars.
Well, my family. Go. 1, 2, 3, tuck you!
Yeah. No, but so the person was asking, like, why don't we just follow the scoreboard with the move those chains? It's like, whoever looked like really sternly at her, and he's like, we listen to the guys with the gloves.
Yes, we do.
They're the authority figure here. They lead the charge. They know what they're talking about.
It's disconcerting though, because they do their own thing.
Yeah.
Everybody, they don't care when the music.
Well, yeah, that's another bit of it. Like, because they sometimes like you really just like it's exciting, like Torrey Smith with a 40-yard pass play for our first down, and everyone's going crazy. We're all got our hands in the air doing jazz hands, like waiting for it. And sometimes they like to do like little like pump fake. Like, they go to the right a little bit or something like that. They're like, haha, gotcha. Just like, fucking move those chains already. It's a first down.
They've already thrown the ball on first down.
They're in the huddle for the next. Do you want us to be screaming all simultaneously? 70,000 people screaming, move those chains while they're trying to communicate with one another? Let's just do this thing.
Hell yeah.
I feel like it's a nice screensaver. It's like the Chromecast screensaver.
Right.
Sometimes I just like to like look up and...
Sometimes there's an image of a bag of dicks.
Yeah,
so that happens.
Like an actual bag of dicks.
Yeah, it's nothing ever is pornographic, but occasionally it's a cartoon drawing of a paper bag full of dicks.
Or every once in a while you see people in cat singlets talking about Derek Jeter.
Yes. But generally
I hope that's still in the podcast regular.
It is.
Yeah, good.
But generally speaking, it's it's pretty calm. And I have people who say, oh, yeah, I just turn it on, I full screen YouTube, and then I sit there and I do what I'm doing at work or wherever and have it playing. And then when something happens and I look up, I see a picture of
whatever's being discussed.
Yeah. The cat singlets. Derek Jeter's the man.
Yeah.
It's a gradual...
At least in Detroit, you can run from somebody trying to shoot you. That feels like home to me.
It's a gradual build.
Yeah.
And I'll say like the same example I used earlier. It wasn't like in Nazi Germany they said, oh, hey, buddy, how you doing, my friend who's a Jew? Boom, camps.
Yeah.
No, it's a slow burn.
Boom, camps.
Boom, we're all in camps. No, it's a slow burn and you have to build the hatred. So what I'm saying is that for you college football and basketball fans, you're like Nazis. That's what I'm saying.
I would like to throw out something nice here.
Sure, yeah.
I was perusing OkCupid recently. And I sent a message to a girl who I thought was neat. And well, no, I'm not trying to. I don't know anything about her at this point. I know what she's written. I know what
Right.
I know
You
what her
like-
pictures look like.
You like dead ass or no? Because you're a profile reader. We
Yeah,
talked about that.
actually-
you're a reader.
Not only that, but OkCupid just goes into my like horrible statistical like part of my brain
Right.
where like I read answers to questions.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, she thinks smoking's disgusting. I don't know if this is gonna work. Like
Smokers and cat haters to the left.
Yeah.
And left.
But I sent her a message, and basically, like, I'm not trying to put out everything about this situation, but,
Right.
it was basically like, hey, I find you neat. I think we would get along nice.
Right.
And waited for the reply.
As you do.
As anybody who's ever done this before
Yes.
knows, like, there's no, like, you send a message, and then you're just like, all right, well, fuck that, bitch. Like,
Actually, that is
like,
my
well-
policy. I like to be pleasantly surprised by people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so she wasn't a huge cunt. All right, good.
Right. But, like, yeah, so, I just sent it off there, and then patiently waited for the reply.
And by that you mean you stood with your phone shaking
Yeah,
in your
just-
hands. Come on.
Pulling- Pulling down on my email, just open for come on! Is Gmail down again? Like,
By the way, that is the modern version of the, I don't know if you ever did this, sitting by the phone and then just picking it up to make sure.
making sure it still works.
Looking for the ringtone? Okay.
Yeah.
I hope she didn't call. I hope she didn't try to call when I did that. Oh, I don't have call waiting.
Well, I'm only going to try and call him once. Right now. It's busy. He's probably fucking some other bitch. He did talk about in freshman year how he had a girlfriend in Canada.
Yes.
Maybe he's getting back with his Canadian girlfriend.
Because that is how your crazy ass minds work.
I sent her the message and then sat there and compulsively refreshed my phone, hoping that turning thing on and off.
Here's the thing though, as an aside,
Yeah.
you couldn't do that because 9 times out of 10 you get nothing.
Right.
Just static.
But anywho,
Yeah.
I got a message back
Right.
in a pretty quick amount of time.
Right.
I want to say it was like 20, 30 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
I was just like, yes. All right, let's do this.
By
See
the way
what's-
though, automatic good sign. If you get the message back, that means she's interested.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear back.
Right.
Except.
Yeah. I hate when if you send a message out to somebody and then all of a sudden you go to like their profile like 3 days later and it's just like online earlier today at 10 a.m. and you're just like, I messaged you 4 days ago. You bitch. You hate me. I'm gonna eat everything.
I have my cute skinny pictures on there. Not even that was good enough. Not even the cute skinny pictures are good enough.
But yeah, I got a message back right away.
Right.
And then I was just like, oh, game's on.
Right.
Like soup's on. And I went, checked the message, and it was a very polite no.
Okay.
But I would like to say big ups on this girl because she had the common courtesy to say, like, hey, I don't think me and you are really going to make anything happen here. So
Right.
good luck to you. But this is a respectful no.
Right.
Then I sent her a message back just saying, like, you know what? That was really classy. I appreciate you sending me that message.
And
And
then
it
she said,
is. I
Stop calling me psycho. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. I said it. I'd be like, I wasn't trying to do anything. All right, you want to come over and fuck? Well, all right.
And we're there. My new game has been
I just-
realized. Now for the
I
rest
just
of
like
your
guys
life.
who are persistent.
Now for the rest of your life, you're going to be trying that because it worked one time.
Just like that theory I have about that one guy who, like, walks around the bar and just every woman's just like, hey, nice tits, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet you put them tits in my face. Then you want fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
The
But-
little half dance you do.
It's the
we
walking.
we need a video.
It's like,
Yeah.
what's his face? It's like Ric Flair walking to the ring.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Woo!
Yeah.
No, but like in person, if I walk up to a girl, I'm like, hey, you're kind of cute. You want a drink? I wouldn't say that. I'm just
Right.
giving an example of the
Yes.
fast forward version of this.
Right.
Then nobody would just like look at you and walk away because then you're just a colossal bitch.
Yeah.
But like if you looked at me and you're just like, I don't think this. I'm not interested. Just be like, all right,
Fair
fine.
enough. Thank you.
There are things I'm not interested in as well.
Yes. Now you are on that list. I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you.
Immediately included.
I love you. Can we still go out? I'm sorry.
Can we
I didn't
just be
mean that.
friends? Can we just be friends? I'm gonna make a really awkward pass at you at some point. Like we'll hang out. We're watching West Wing.
Right.
And then I'm just like, hey, you want to cuddle? What? You want to cuddle?
No.
No, that's weird. We're friends. Oh, okay.
See, I don't get that. I don't have that reaction from people, but that's because
probably because you're just like getting up and all right. Well, I'm gonna go fuck. You want to join?
Okay, so that is happening.
I came up with a movie idea today.
Yeah.
And the character has it's a writer-director guy who has a trophy wife.
Right.
Who's like interested in like becoming like a reality TV star or an auto-tune pop star or something like that. So
Kardashian, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like to think that when we fast forward through my life, it's either going to be I'm with somebody who's like super funny and always makes me laugh.
Right.
Or I'm with an artist who I fight with constantly.
Okay.
Or I'm with some sort of trophy wife who hates me.
I'll take door number 3, Alex. Right now, if possible.
I think those are like the three.
Yeah,
the three forks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically.
Anyway.
Yeah. So in this story, there's a trophy wife, dumb trophy wife.
And why does she have to be dumb? Because she's cute. She has to be dumb.
I just assumed that part of being a trophy wife is being dumb, but
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Well, you would want somebody who's dumber than you.
Well, for me, that's everybody, though, so I guess.
Well, not everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody that you're trying to go out with, or?
Every person in this room.
Oh, well, sir. I said, I wonder if I could write something that has a single draft. Like the first crack at it is what I shoot.
Right.
Essentially. And that started getting me into this thought of where my fears of like a first draft being found and everyone saying like, oh, well, Corey can't write.
He's a horrible hack.
Yeah, he's a horrible hack.
Yeah.
I can't believe we ever trusted him. All that sort of stuff. So what I came up with was an idea for a short, sort of personal speaking in nature.
Sure.
Where a writer-director has we open with his success.
Right.
He's at an Oscar party or something like that. Maybe he was nominated, but he didn't win, and they're asking, like, well, what's the next project? What's the next project? Well, I'm working on something right now. I'm not really ready to talk about it, but it'll be coming out soon.
Right.
He goes home to his trophy wife. She wants to become a reality star, auto-tune singer, or whatever the case may be.
Right, yeah.
He's like, all right, well, I'm going to go do something really artistic and leave you here to that.
She's banging the pool boy.
Possibly. I don't
know.
Okay. We'll work out all the little details later. Long story short, he dies.
Right.
I would imagine heart attack or choking on a ham sandwich.
While in bed.
Yeah.
Not autoerotic asphyxiation.
No. That wouldn't be a very fun one to shoot, I think.
I think you and I disagree about what would be fun to shoot. I don't know that you have any personal experience with it.
No.
Eyeballing it and writing it. So
I've never choked myself while beating off. So the idea is he's writing something and he dies.
Right.
An unfinished first draft. We're going to imagine that in this world, this writer writes the entire first draft and then edits from there.
Like a normal person?
Right, rather than editing as he writes.
Right.
Like I do. By editing as I write, I mean murdering everything that I wrote.
Deleting whole cloth and starting over.
Throwing it in a park somewhere.
Yes.
Calling my best friend from Best Buy, having him take me there.
From a non-existent phone.
From a phone that ain't outside, I can tell you that.
No, it's not.
But yeah, so the idea was that I was going to actually put my real first draft as the movie first draft in the short film.
Right.
So you would actually be able to see for yourself. This would just be like the first take. I'm just writing 14 page or whatever, It's probably going to be like 4 pages for the actual thing. But like, I'm going to actually write 4 pages and not touch them. It'll just be a stupid first draft. and put it out there in the world.
Right.
And then Rob can go like,
Point out
wow,
how
you
it's
are a
done.
hack.
Maybe. Or I could be like, oh, see, the world didn't end. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm still worried about it. I don't think you'll ever change my mind on this, but
Anyway, so then what happened? So the wife,
yeah, the now widow,
right?
In an attempt to get her career going and get a little extra money from the deal,
Yeah.
sells the first draft, and they make a movie out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of it all, people love it.
Right.
Like they're just like, oh, that's great work. I'm a dying artist.
Anyway, but he did. He held out for the money because he's a good guy.
Yeah,
That's
good
how
guy,
it is.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
In the show notes, I would like very much, while we're talking about Robert Downey Jr., if you put up that meme of him and, what's his face, in the car, in the Acura.
No idea what you're talking
The
about.
guy who played Hulk. God damn it.
Ed Norton.
No, new
Mark
Hulk.
Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yes.
Where the two of them are in the car, and it's like, get in, nerds, we're going to do science.
That's right.
I like that. It makes me laugh every time I see it. Yeah, and you do have a high cloud score.
And as
so-
you know, my cloud score is 66. So
because
there's that.
the people at Cloud are very impressed with the progress you've done.
Right.
They have you on a watch list.
Yeah.
Unlike the government watch list, which I'm
I'm
sure
also on.
we're all getting arrested for soon enough.
Right.
Anybody who knows you is soon going to be dragged in by people in black sunglasses.
I am waiting for the first person to be like, yeah, so I got approached by somebody who was
Yeah.
like, is he really dangerous? Is he full of shit? Like, I'm waiting for that. But,
The men in black are just standing by the side of my bed when I wake up.
well, you know, the true story.
And they
of the
just
Men
look
in
at me and they're like, we have questions about Robert Cheek. Also, you snore a lot.
Black.
You should talk to my dad. He had a Men in Black experience.
Did he?
Yeah.
Like actual Men in Black?
Yeah, yeah.
Or like the
Yeah.
Men in Black, like guys in suits who came up and
No, like the actual Men in Black.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you. We got
He had some sort of thing where like he was trying to drive away from them, and one of them was like running after his car at like a tremendous speed.
What?
He's just like,
How is
he's
that
like,
a
it wasn't human how fast they ran or something like that.
How has he not told me about this before?
I don't know.
How have I not heard this story?
He's got stories. I'm all for everybody succeeding at this point. You know, when everybody has, and when every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a podcast, then fuck
Yeah.
you guys. But
Yeah, but
in
right
the
now.
meantime,
Yeah.
you can find Oh the Anthem at ohtheanthem.com, Corey at ohtheanthem.com, Oh the Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo, and the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What's that number again?
443-219-7595.
And you can find me online at all your social networks, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, at Robert N. Cheek, and at deaddrop.com, foundingthefuture.us. Check out all the blog entries there. Check out all your news on deaddrop.com.
Buy Rob's book.
Buy my book, Amazon, ebook, or in paper. Both of those links you can find on the website.
I actually touched the paperback copy, and
Nice,
it felt
right?
nice. It was like real dead trees.
Yes, indeed. And that's themovement.com. As always, you're listening to the O the Anthem podcast, part of the O the Anthem digital network. So for Corey and for Sarah Koenig, and for myself, this is Rob. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks for podcasting with us.
Buy my book!